What up, YouTube? Life finds a way. It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs Arcade Love, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Restalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes Friday night. Just got live.
Holy crap, it's 2024 already, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you as always for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes. And 2024, you're one of your favorite Friday Funhouse podcast shows. Man, we've been doing this for a long time, man, and it never gets old.
This is episode 105, I do believe.
105?
Maybe it's more. I don't know.
It's way more than that. It's like 150. It's like 157. It's over 3 years.
Yeah, it was 105 in the playlist. Here's the show.
Yeah, but not all. Yeah, but that's all the ones on this channel, not including all the episodes.
That's right. Yeah.
That we used to broadcast on all the other channels, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're definitely over 150 episodes. Holy cow! Anyway, did you guys have a good New Year? Let us know in the live chat. How was your New Year's celebrations, gentlemen? Let me know. Anybody? Restalgia, you're all talkative before we went live. Now you're all quiet.
It was a wonderful holiday. Spent time with family and friends, had people over, visited people. It was a great time. Nothing but fun, no complaints over the holidays, except it ended too short and I had to go back to work.
Yeah. What about you, Michael B? How was your New Year's?
New Year's was great. We ended up staying home and missing a lot of our events because my daughter was sick. But I cooked my family up like really nice steak dinner and, spent some time with them and then got to hang out with all you crazy guys all night. So pretty good night.
Was it a sensibly priced steak dinner?
It was about as sensibly priced as it could be. I went and bought the steaks like last minute, 4 minutes before the grocery store closed. So I got the cheapest ones I could. Mexican grade meat. No, I'm only joking. I got the AAA Canadian, but they had Mexican grade T-bones there, and I was like, I don't know. They look pretty good, but I didn't want to risk it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Restalgia, what'd you do for New Year's?
For New Year's itself, we actually went to a little family party. My cousin ended up getting engaged on the 26th, so we had a tiny little engagement party for him on actually New Year's Eve, and then after that we went over to a close friend of mine and just kind of hung out until the New Year. Played some card games and stuff.
Sounds good.
What about you, P-Dubs? What you do for the holiday?
Oh, well, let's see. What did I not do is more like it, New Year's Eve, we did a fun stream, we all, which was fun. After the stream was over, had a lot of fun with my wife.
Yeah, actually, it was the ending to Clue, basically. I'm going to go have sex with my wife.
And then New Year's Day, me and my wife spent the entire day together from sun up to sundown, and it was a lovely time. So, it cracked me up when I saw some tinfoil hat wearing idiots complaining on social media. These guys are terrible family men. How dare they abandon their wives on New Year's Eve and do a live stream and hang out together? Oh man, that shit cracked me up so bad. I'm like, you don't
get that. You get to hang out with people.
Yeah,
make time for everybody this holiday. It was great. And my sister was in town. Speaking of steak, Michael, we went to this expensive steak place downtown called Prime and Proper, and
nice.
It was really good. I had salmon that was $100 for my meal. So the steaks were like crazy prices. But I don't eat that. I'm watching when I eat, so I had salmon. But it was a good time. Good seeing my sister. My brother was here in town from Ohio. My sister from Florida. So we got to have some fun downtown. Great time.
So Meatball Saucy said, do they grade the meat in Canada? Yes. So the Mexican meat was ungraded Mexican beef is what it was called. So
that's the best kind. In spite of government,
I
never
knew
knew
my
to
my wife would not eat it if I brought home ungraded beef, so that was not happening. I ended up buying the expensive stuff.
Also, big shout out to Eric Bates. So Eric Bates right now, I don't know if you guys know this, he is literally in our Super Game Room Dudes Facebook group right now, and he is broadcasting or trying to rebroadcast our show. Look at it. He's showing off his attack for Killer Clouds.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's Friday night with the Super Game Room Dudes. Check that out. Look at this. He just posted
Right.
this in our. But what's the best part is coming up here towards the end here.
I mean, you can max that screen and then take.
I don't want to max. I don't want to max the screen. You never know who's going to send me a Facebook message, and the entire world.
Well,
loses
the
their
Facebook
frickin'
messages
mind.
are up right now, so you
Right.
can see.
And
So your
if
wife
you
is
max
still at
it,
work and
you
will
wouldn't
be
see
for a
the
while.
screen.
Mind your business, Michael B. Jesus Christ.
It's right there on the screen. It's not
Mind
my
your business. You know that. Mind your business. There you go. So yeah, look, he's watching us right now on the little truck.
But if you look inside the truck, it looks like there's a little Carl in there.
I know, but they're watching us on the TV on the little truck thing. That's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
pretty awesome.
Oh my god! Don't even start. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm tired of this stuff.
Sorry, buddy.
But what?
It's a new
what
year.
happened?
It's a new year. Do better. All right.
I messaged him.
All right. Mike, take care of this.
Hey, Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. I don't know if Ezekiel reached out to you guys too. He sent me a Christmas card I thought was pretty cool. Haven't got it yet though, but he did reach out to me to send me a Christmas card. What up, dudes? Hopefully everybody had a great New Year's. I honestly don't have nostalgia for Jaws, but I will be on the hunt for an LE. It's a gorgeous table. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that tonight, Ezekiel, and man, how do you not have nostalgia for Jaws? It's out of our age range. We talked about this last night, so I understand. Thank you again so much for the super chat.
Oh man, Jaws came out in what? 1975.
75.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, man.
It looks like I'm having audio issues, guys. I'm gonna
No,
jump
you don't
sound
got to
fine.
jump out. Go into your settings and turn off background noise cancellation. That's what was happening with me all those weeks when my audio was off.
Now, have they never?
I don't see a background
Have
noise.
they never?
Echo cancellation.
There's echo cancellation and there's noise suppression.
Got him. Okay.
Turn them off.
Is this better?
Let me turn
I guess.
mine off.
I guess let me
Sounds-
know, guys.
How's that? Is mine getting better? I turned mine off.
Well, now I've got feedback.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
I turned mine off too, just in
But
case.
Carl, I think we've got feedback now on your computer.
Oh my
Why'd
god.
you guys have me turn it off then?
Wear freaking headphones, dude. This is the Super Game Room Dudes. This is what 2024 is going to be like, B-dubs.
Listen,
You tried to
I'm-
get away from the amateur podcast style, bro. This is us. This is us.
So question: they have never redone Jaws. They never modernized it and redid it.
Well, they're
No,
gonna,
they screwed it up enough with the sequels 3 and 4. They didn't need to remake it and ruin it.
Yeah. Once you go into 3, you know it's bad. Period. On any show.
Yeah. Jaws 1 and 2 are totally watchable movies. Jaws 3 or Jaws 3D, where they had Dennis Quaid and they actually took place at SeaWorld, right? Of all places.
An approximation of SeaWorld.
Right.
Jaws was the one with the like the giant killer whale that was in captivity, and there's like a little boy that wanted
Oh my
to
god.
get the
No,
whale
it was
out.
a killer seal.
Yep,
That's
That's the
the
one,
one, right?
It was a killer seal.
that's the one.
I can't
It was a
handle
killer
albino seal.
I can't handle it this year, Restalgia. Please stop pretending you don't know things that you already know.
That movie
can't.
it has not aged well.
I can't
Not
handle
aged well at all.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I can't. I just can't handle this crap this year, guys. I really can't. And then of course they did Jaws 4, or it was just called Jaws: The Revenge, which that had Michael Caine in it, and
the new Jaws had psychic abilities to follow the family around and hunt the family
and not
down.
just that, it had the ability. This is the first Jaws movie to roar. The shark, the shark roared
Like a lion.
like a
yeah.
lion. Especially the fight. I mean, the movie came out 30 years ago. Can we spoil the ending? She impales the shark with the boat in Jaws 4: The Revenge, and the shark screams, "Rah! Rah!
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Rah!"
Pretty ridiculous.
Because you wouldn't know it got stabbed if it didn't yell.
It was ridiculous.
The Jan Man, thank you for the super chat, $2. Happy New Year, dudes. Thanks for
Anyway.
staying positive.
All right, so I put the live chat on the screen because we should say hi to who's here in the live chat in 2024. We got Kevin Clausen's here, JT is here, Bobby Bobby, change your name, Bobby 1 ALU, Thumper Squid, Jason Little A and Jim the Pacers fan, Hazo, Canadian Red Devil, Chris Ford, John J, Andy's Game Room, Chris Nix, JJ, Rich Odello, Sir Sega, Fenshiro, Terry B, Calvin Wong, Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Paul Minderman's here as well, and a whole bunch of other guys. So there you guys go. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for your support. Coming back for another year. We promise to be 60.39% worse this season than we were in prior seasons. Isn't that right, Restalgia?
That's exactly right. And to be honest, based on how the show's going so far, I think we are just hitting that out of the park.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's usually the start of the show is the easiest part.
It's usually, well, sometimes.
But today it's been a mess. My microphone, again, I had microphone issues today, and I got so mad. I was all grumpy. The guys were trying to cheer me up before we went live, and I was sitting there sulking because I just wanted a damn microphone that actually worked. So it's pretty funny. All right, so we got a number of topics we want to talk about tonight. We are going to beat another dead horse to death. That's right. We're going to talk about the Jaws Stern Pinball. Holy crap. I don't know if you guys have been sleeping under a rock or not, under the bottom of the ocean, but Jaws is coming.
Are we talking about the rumors of it? Or what's happening with it?
Jaws was officially announced.
The movie?
The pinball machine from Stern Pinball.
He's doing it on purpose.
Doing it again.
On purpose. MyArcade.
Just give me a second here. This is the same Restalgia that when I sent him the topics for tonight, he said, "Oh, we're doing all pinball," and I was like,
I didn't say it like that at all. I said
read the list.
I said all pinball topics, or no, I said mostly pinball topics? Question mark.
And then I thought he was messing around because it wasn't mostly pinball topics, but we had a misunderstanding, and he was like, "Why would you think I wasn't being serious?
When am I ever not serious?
Literally all the time.
Other than this show, I'm always not serious on the show. I know you know that I wasn't serious.
Let me know when you two are ready.
I'm ready.
All right. We also got MyArcade releasing some teasers. So it looks like MyArcade might actually be making a little bit larger arcade machine. Not too big.
With the world's tiniest trackball.
Right. They're not making a 3/4 scale arcade. All right. But they're going to go a little bit bigger. CES 2024 pre-order madness. What is pre-order madness, Mike? We've done a ton of shows that have been multicade madness, this madness. What is pre-order madness?
Pre-order madness. I mean, you think about all the products that came up for pre-order at the end of last year. How does anybody have any money left?
That's true.
Mainly, I was just going to put this on you. What'd you pre-order, P-Dubs?
I don't have everything pre-ordered. I still haven't pre-ordered the Unico Nova Blast Candy Cab yet. Yeah. But it's on my list. We'll get there. It just seemed weird. It just, these other companies that are doing these pre-orders, they're like, give us a couple $100 and pay the rest later when we're about to ship it. Unico's like, give us this money now, and in 4 to 5 months, we'll ship you the product. You know what I mean? And it's not like a Kickstarter, but it felt like one. And, why should I let them hold my money and gain interest for 4 or 5 months when I could buy it at a later date? You know what I mean?
Does it remind you of your Burger Time purchase?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Jeez, how long did our arcade one up? How much interest did arcade one up collect on our Burger Time pre-order payments? Had to have been a lot.
Yeah, it's still putting their kids through college.
uh, yeah, so we're going to talk about that stuff. So it should be overall a decent conversation. But the big news is on Detroit Loves Plate. That's right. He hit me up today and he said, P-Dubs, we got to talk about Raw Thrills. We got to talk about Jurassic Park, the light gun game. Carl, what is this madness? What is going on?
Well, Techno Parrot. I don't know if the guys are familiar with Techno Parrot, but they're
Never heard of that.
Emulation system that they have more modern games than they have the old ones as well, but they have a lot of modern games. And one of the modern games that they just got is the Jurassic Park. So let me pull it up here. You guys,
Is that like Technoparrot's like the video game system?
yeah.
No, Techno Parrot is this parrot that you can buy at a lot of gift stores, and like it'll talk
no
back
kidding.
to you. So if you say something like "Hi Parrot," it'll be like "Ah, hi Parrot."
No, wait, it's almost like a Furby, except instead of making disgruntled noises, it actually repeats what you say back to it.
100%.
So if
And
one
you
of you guys
can-
want to share the screen, I
But this
shared.
version does it in Techno. So you say "Hi Parrot," it's like "Ooms ooms ooms Techno."
Sick.
What am I looking at, Carl? Tell me all about it.
So this is the Raw Thrills version from 2015 that you can probably still play at like Dave and Buster's and things like that. It's a light gun game. Has 3 levels. I'm just gonna click on one, and the sound is in my ear because you guys insist on me having this headset in.
Yes.
So how's the
How
graphics
terrible
coming
it
across?
I mean, it's a little choppy, but that's because we're streaming it, so it's fine.
But it plays excellent. I mean, it's no stutter, no lag. The game looks absolutely beautiful. You have all levels. You can play 2-player. It plays
Nice.
just like what's in the arcade. It is fantastic. Now I have it in window mode on my. Let me abort that. But I have it in window mode, but it takes up the full screen. The thing looks absolutely beautiful.
You did a video on this showing this off, right?
I did.
Yeah. So I know Detroit Love was super excited about because you are all about the light guns, baby, right now.
Well, I mean, and
And
they're doing some new things. For you guys is old school, but I didn't play light guns growing up at all. So
Look at that.
I'm delighted. I have
Yeah.
so my setup is nice. So where I'm sitting
Yeah.
at my desk, I can play with my gun 4IR, and I can play the same games on my TV as you see there with the 2-gun set. So
Yeah.
it's I've just been enjoying it. Everyone's came over through the holidays, has gotten a kick out of all the games, the old school games, the more modern ones. I think most of my friends love the more modern ones. So that's why I'm so thrilled about games like this because to buy this would be like $13,000 to buy the
Yeah.
unit to have in your house, and you can play it right there on your TV. I think this is a 50-inch TV. I think the real thing is like 55 inches, so not much different than playing on the actual cab, minus
Carl,
the
Carl, are
decoration.
you playing through your PC there, or are you playing through Pandora Box?
I am playing through my PC.
Okay. Justin Console Kits asked, what kind of graphics card are you rocking in your PC?
I don't recall offhand, but I'll get it before the show's over. It's RTX.
Yeah.
It's a GeForce.
Yeah. When I
GeForce.
share the video files, they come over a lot smoother. It was all skipping when you were sharing it.
Oh, was it? Okay.
But it's okay. It's okay. It looks beautiful. The fact that this is a newer game. This game's I mean, it's like 9 years old. But the fact that it's running now on Techno Parrot, so a lot of you guys out there who like to tinker want to get this game running on your PC and have a pretty modern arcade light gun experience at home, you can make this happen. And the guy to watch is Detroit Love, the new king of light guns.
Now, I did want to
in
mention
the retro space.
With Techno Parrot, there's some games that they offer for free. And there's a lot of them, but this is one of the games that you have to have a Patreon account, $5 a month or whatever, a lower amount for the annual thing. But what's neat about it is if it's something you don't play often, do the monthly thing. You're not in any type of contract. You want to play it for a couple of months, you pay $10, turn it off, and if you want to play months later, you can sign up again. So, real nice program. But they have arcade games from every year, from all systems, all the way up into the modern. So, definitely worth taking a look at Techno Period if you like arcades. I'm not. I got all these cabinets. I enjoy standing at the cabinet, but I'm starting to want to play something like Soul Calibur and those type of games on my TV, on the 50-inch TV. So
Yeah,
there's a
don't
need
blame
for
me.
all types in your game room. So I'm digging these like for sure.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you want to sit down to play. You don't want to stand up all the freaking time. That's why I like handicaps, man. It's fun just to sit down in a chair and play. Or hell, console gaming's still fun today, in my opinion. But yeah, good stuff, man. Thanks for sharing that, guys. Make sure you check out Detroit Love's channel. Check out all his light gun videos. He's really diving deep into this stuff, and he's having a good time doing it, buddy. That looks like a lot of fun. Now I want to get that set up because.
Oh, you need to.
And again, if you're going to use the retro shooter light guns, you do need to get their little PC adapter hub, which you have to order from them separately, and all that stuff. So
and you can buy, like I did, you can buy it for just a PC. You don't have to buy that Pandora box if you're not interested. If you're going to have it hooked up to a PC.
Yeah, if you just want to use the guns and use the guns, like if you just want the guns. Boom, you can just buy them versus and the sensors versus getting the whole kit and caboodle. Because the Pandora's box is okay, but it's not that great. Did we do that super chat or did I miss it?
No, that's why I brought it up.
Can you? Well, I don't know where it is.
I'll go back and find it. It's from our moderator, Jason Little Alien. Techno Parrot, is that some sort of new Moby CD?
Ah, there you go.
Who's Moby?
We are all made of stairs, buddy.
Blue Estate is awesome, and Gunslingers. Those are on Techno Parrot as well, right?
They're on PC. Blue Estate is a PC version.
By the way, has anyone tried that new PC game that just came out on Steam? The new light gun shooting game? Is it like a new version of Railbreak or whatever? What is it called? It's a new shooting light gun game that's on Steam. I've been asking people. Hang on. It's on my Steam wish list too. Let me know in the live chat if you guys know what game I'm talking about. I got it.
All right.
Hold on. Let me find it. Stupid dogs downstairs. Railbreak. Yeah, it's on Steam now.
Okay, $20.
Yeah, is anyone
like? All right, interesting.
Yeah, you could play this with your Sinden light guns, and it's available on Steam. I'm going to pull this up real quick, and then we'll move on with our show.
Our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, I know Michael B doesn't like the light guns, right, Michael B? I'm just kidding.
Listen, I've been, being a good sport. I'm trying to be a better team player.
All right, so here's some footage of Railbreak on Steam, and this will play with your Sinden light guns on PC. So I've been wanting to get this up and running on, have my PC plugged into arcade machine and check this out, see if this will make a fun arcade experience type game. It's called Railbreak. I haven't played it yet, but I've been waiting for somebody to tell me if it's good or not. It looks interesting to me.
It looks terrible.
It looks terrible?
I disagree. I think this looks fun.
No, the animations are lame.
The gameplay looked similar to one called Typing of the Dead, Overkill. Yeah. That's a pretty fun game.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's House of the Dead like, which is kind of maybe that's why I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's House of the Dead like. So.
And how can you do it for $20?
Anyway.
Before we finish up, though, the personal item, Carl and Restalgia, maybe not tonight. I got to go to bed after we finish the show tonight, but maybe sometime you can help me. I got this really cool hard drive from Kinhank, Restalgia, your favorite company. And anyways, Techno Parrot is on it, and they've got shooters, but I'm having some trouble setting up my Sinden light gun to work with it, so maybe you guys can help me out with that a little bit later.
Not until you treat light guns with the respect that they deserve, Michael.
Yeah. I literally am. I'm asking these guys for help.
I don't know.
I haven't used a Sinden before, but I'm sure we can figure it out. Just adding a border to.
Of course, we'll help you, Mike. We'll help you. All right. So, Mike, what is going on with MyArcade? What is the news with MyArcade?
Well, they're going to be at CES. We kind of made fun of it last night. I mean, this is a place for you to go sell your stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of MyArcade. I mean, their earlier cabinets, really shitty controls. They look like shit. They had the console ROMs on them, but they've been making improvements. They've got the arcade ROMs now. People say they get better sticks, and they're really looking to roll out some cool new stuff coming up at CES this year. So they've been putting teasers up all over Twitter. I don't know if you've got it up, Dubs. If not, I can try to bring it up for you.
Why don't you bring it up?
That's what she said.
Lots of guys on YouTube can't get it up, apparently.
I really want to hear the keyboard typing right now. I've missed it actually the last couple of weeks.
I doubt you missed it.
Big shout out to Michael B for not getting a new keyboard for Christmas.
Sorry, I had to fix everything else with my computer. I had to replace my graphic card, my power supply, my RAM.
Thank you. You just stole my joke. The guy buys a new power supply, new RAM, new CPU, new GPU. He buys all this shit for his PC, does not buy a new frickin' keyboard.
I'm sorry, priorities, man. There's only so much cash.
All right. Oh my God, that's the cheapest thing, Michael B. Go on Amazon, $20. Get a keyboard. Who cares?
No, only so much cash, man. You should see my RAM has RGB lighting. It's really cool.
Yep. I would invite Gen X Gamer on, but Michael B hates him, Scott. He despises him. He won't let me invite John on, and I like John.
Actually, P Dubs does really like him.
I'm a Gen X Gamer. What do you call it? Fanboy.
Dude, does he have like a name for his fans? Like you've got the Loft Army. I don't know.
Gen Xers. We're the Gen Xers.
That's what you
or
call
some
yourself.
shit like that. Either way, I love his channel. I think they make great content, even though sometimes it's all about MyArcade mostly, and it's kind of funny. But I mean, they make great content all around. Great channel because it's more than one guy over there. It's not just John, but John's like the main face of the channel. And John, I like John, but Michael B hates him, guys. He hates him. Make sure you go in his comments section and write that in his videos. Did you know that Michael B hates you? There you go.
So,
there
anyways, Game Station Pro, that was pretty good. They made a good product there, and maybe they're turning a corner and making some more good stuff. First product that I want to bring up is this here, which everybody's questioning what it is. A lot of people said a control panel, but I think this is going to be a countercade. I think this is going to be some kind of multi-cade countercade coming out from MyArcade.
Yeah, what do you think it is happening there, Restalgia, in your infinite wisdom?
Looks like they've got a glowing red jelly bean. And
We're thinking that might be the world's smallest trackball, to be honest.
it looks like what they've done is they've taken the trackballs from like those old BlackBerry Pearls. You know what I'm talking about, from like the year 2005, and they've put it in there. I don't know. It looks like it could be a countercade. Yeah, that's what it. That's what it looks like.
If only there was a great YouTuber out there, a wonderful YouTuber, somebody who took the time out of their day to take this photo and add additional saturation and highlight effects to this photo so we could kind of see what it is they were trying to hide. And luckily, guys, oh, shut up. Luckily,
what are the dogs backing up now?
I don't know what the fuck that was. All right. Luckily, we do have that guy. Let's get this off the screen. And Michael B. It's Gen X Grown Up. Gen X Grown Up, right? He lightened the photo. Let's take a peek here. Now I saw Biggie D went nuts. He's like, they're making 3/4 scale arcades, but you could just tell by the size and shape of this control panel.
Hold on. Go back for a second.
I'm not going
right there. Right here.
Right. This is what
they're making a telephone.
They're making a telephone.
It's the Nokia N-Gage countercade.
But right here, big shout out to my boy John over at Gen X Grown Up for adjusting the color effects on the photos so we could see what they were hiding. It's like a countercade. It's like a tabletop. There's no way that's a 3/4 scale arcade. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Well, not pretty cool. It looks interesting. They're probably going to show it off at CES. I would assume.
I'm thinking maybe this plays console games, and like ColecoVision had a
keypad,
like a keypad, dial pad. Anything else? Jaguar had like a weird dial pad type controller too.
It has a number pad, bro.
Yeah.
It's made for phoning people.
Okay, well, I
It
don't
has
know.
a landline connection.
I
in
know
there.
this was long before you were brought into the world, but retro consoles used to have number pads on their controllers.
That is not true.
That is 100% true. ColecoVision, Intellivision, thank you very much. Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Jaguar had one too.
Yep.
They had number pads. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been a shitty time to live.
Maybe this is the new Amico. Thanks so much, Bill. Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. You don't want that. You don't want that level of heat on YouTube talking about the Amico. Holy shit. But yeah, big shout out. Looks like they're coming out with some kind of device. And we'll know more.
Oh,
in
there's
a
more
week or
too.
two.
There's more too.
Yeah. Yep.
This is
I'll link
this
it
is the other
something.
one that's really exciting. It looks like they're doing some kind of driving cab. People are saying pole position. Pole position, as we know, that's a tough one because there's lots of licensing issues with the billboards in pole position. So it looks like they're going to be doing a little tiny driving cab.
Maybe they could modify the ROM files, and for all the billboards, they'll just put like a MyArcade logo.
Yeah, that would be the way to do it. I don't know how people would feel about that, like authenticity and stuff, but it's just billboards. Who gives a shit, right?
Also, MyArcade isn't really too concerned about authenticity, I don't think.
No, it's probably going to be the console port.
It's going to be.
All right.
So,
So we got
well done.
the
There's
potential
that one,
racing thing.
and there's also this, which looks to be a
That
handheld of
looks
some
so
sort.
good. Yes, that is definitely a handheld.
100%, that's a handheld.
That is absolutely a handheld.
It's got a
What
jelly
a-
bean.
It does. It's got a. It's
That
got a yellow
can't be a
jelly.
trackball. That has to be some kind of weird start button or something. Is that a trackball?
No, that's a trackball, man.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Hey, thanks
What
for
do
the
you think-
information, Carl.
What do you think? On the middle circles obviously looks maybe like a D-pad, but what do you think's on top of it? A spinner?
That's a spinner, yeah.
The center has to be the trackball. The other one's too small.
Yeah, I don't
know.
Has there been a handheld with a spinner and a mini trackball on it before? And maybe the reason why the trackball on the countercade is so small is because it's an economy of scale thing, where they were already doing the trackball for the handheld. They just used the same parts to do the one for the countercade as well.
So, okay, yeah, keep going. I'll save.
Oh,
my
that's
thought.
it. That's it. I'm done.
It's
Yeah.
just those three, huh?
Yeah, so far.
All right. So do they have an influencer program, or did you sign an NDA, Michael B? Anything like that? We got to give our disclaimers.
And no, I don't
If
have
we-
any connections with MyArcade. I don't know anybody there.
Restalgia, any connections with MyArcade, or are you like lead developer of these products?
Unfortunately, I don't believe in disclosures, so none of your damn business.
Just want to make sure, whatever we
I love
talk
you,
about,
Restalgia.
whatever we talk about, woo, conspiracy, woo, is MyArcade gonna make a turnaround and start making some really good stuff? Like, I mean, they're these cheap $30 plastic arcade machines have never been for me, but like the Game Station, a lot of people seem to really like it. Did any of you get the Game Station? Let me know in the live chat. Because my Atari VCS, the Atari VCS from Atari is a total piece of freaking shit, and I'm throwing it in the trash. Should I just get the Game Station if I want to find out what all these Atari
Carl
nuts are
actually
telling
has
me
it.
about?
Carl got it for Christmas. Why don't we ask him?
Yeah, Carl, what should I pick that one up instead of and throw the VCS in the trash?
Well, I don't know much about the VCS, but the Game Station Pro, I think they're calling it, Atari, is it's pretty nice. It's a really nice looking box. The controllers, obviously, with the old hand style controller, it limits to what games you can play. However, you can hook up your own controllers to it. So it's pretty nice. I added some NES, just to prove the concept that you can add some games to it, and I like it. It's really nice and compact. It looks nice. It has the different lights that glow around the thing. You can turn those off or change the colors. But it's a pretty slick looking package.
Oh, also, big props to MyArcade for having accessibility features on their website. I just noticed that up in the corner. Good stuff. Good job. Maybe I've been giving them too hard a time.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
this
so
is my
hard. You're
first
always
product.
hard on all these companies.
He's hard on everybody, but it's okay. That's Michael B. But I think they did a really good job. I have never had any of their products previously, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But I think they did an excellent job. I'm not sure what my daughter paid for it. She gave it to me for Christmas. I was totally surprised. I had no idea she was getting it for me. I told her I just needed belts and socks and shoes. But she know I like the retro gaming, so she surprised me with this one.
It looks like these are not Bluetooth controllers, right? They're 2.4 gigahertz wireless.
I don't know.
Joysticks.
Yes.
I think that's what it says right there.
Yes, they're
Two
wireless.
point
You can also plug up your USB-C to USB-C cables to make them wired if you want. So you don't have to have batteries because they do take batteries.
Yeah, so apparently the update was great. My buddy Conti Dinda, he said after the update, everything worked a lot better.
So it got rid of that lag that Paul's talking about right here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Well, here's my problem with the 2600, Jason, is even though it uses real carts and joysticks, it's still emulation. It's the same as... What's that company that made the Retron? Remember that was a big thing, the Retron 5, a couple of years back?
Yeah,
But
I do remember.
you can put real carts into it. It just flashes the cart.
It
And you're
dumps
still
the
playing
ROM.
through emulation, right?
Yeah, it just dumps the ROM.
It's not like it's FPGA emulation, so I mean it's not that much better.
No, it isn't. It's actually, and it did a poor job emulating a lot of the games too. So the Retron 5 was a really big letdown. I bought that. I actually
shit.
pre-ordered that.
I remember it was a big deal at the time because a lot of YouTubers that were doing retro game videos like me wanted to get better picture quality because we were basically at the time using like the red, white, and yellow composite cables trying to record footage and it looked like shit. So everybody swapped over to using the Retron and I was like, screw this, I'm going full emulation.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, the Retron 5 had a big issue where it was damaging physical cards.
Oh, yeah.
Because the pins were so tight that you'd put your cartridge in and it would damage
you couldn't
the
get it
pins.
out. Couldn't get it out either. Yeah.
Not good. Damn
Apparently
you,
the
Retron.
Retron 77 is okay, though, because you can use the SD slot.
I think you could do the same with the Retron 5. It had a little SD card slot in the back, too. So.
Yeah.
Whoa. What's going on here? Gentlemen, check your zippers. Check your zippers right now. Let's make sure we're not revealing anything we shouldn't be revealing. I don't know.
I don't even have anything to reveal.
I don't know what's going on there.
Restalgia's pants deflate when he gets excited.
Yeah.
I was like,
There's an indent.
I was like, wait, what's going on? Who's got a what? I'm a child. What can you expect? All right, so MyArcade CES, go check them out. See if they come out with some cool stuff this year.
I hope so. I mean, it's nice to see like them stepping up, like what they did with the Game Station Pro, and some of this stuff hopefully is cool. Hopefully the quality's a little bit better. We'll see.
Yeah. Also, anything else happening at CES? None of the other companies are really going, right? Like,
so Bandai Namco is going. They do. I don't know if they're doing something with like Pixel Dash or if they've got more of their Pac-Man Royale, consumer products. I don't know if there's more home arcade stuff coming from Bandai Namco. They'll be there. Here's a blast from the past that we found out about, and this one will shock you. Toy Shock is going.
It's not surprising. Don't they normally go? And they showcase like a bunch of their RC cars and stuff like that?
Oh, maybe that's why they're tagging in with the RC cars. What's the name of that company? Because it's not Toy Shock that does the RC cars. It's another company. So anyways, Toy Shock are going to be there showcasing, I guess, like their smaller version of the Toy Shock Pinball and the bigger version.
Toy Shock's got to update their SSL certificates. My
I know, their website's down.
That's not good.
yeah, it's kind of funny that there's still some Toy Shock pinball machines available in Walmart's inventory. That's kind of funny. You figure they would have like clearance those out by now. It's been a couple of years. But I think they're still charging like $500 or something like that for their pinball machine.
It's full price.
Yeah. Oh man, crazy. All right, Mike's wearing the shirt. We gotta talk about it, baby. What's going on, Mike?
Well, I actually don't know a lot about pinball. I mean, I don't own a Keith Elwin machine like Foo Fighters, so I don't know if I can talk about this, which was designed by Jack Danger. So, Jaws was announced by Stern, officially announced, the worst kept secret in pinball. After long last, is officially revealed. Team Elwin. The one thing I was wrong about, I thought Zombie Yeti was the designer for Team Elwin, but this art is actually done by somebody different. B corrected me on that last night, but otherwise, it's a really interesting looking machine. So, anybody else want to jump in? Anybody else seen the videos for it? What do you
I
guys
have
think?
not. Do we have the video to show?
Yeah, and do they incorporate the big whale in it? Like, is the whale going to be there? Do they do something cool with it, or is it just kind of like?
He jumps over the little boy, but if you don't hit the target at the right point, he falls on the little boy.
Oh,
on the
no
stone.
way!
Yeah, it falls right on the little boy.
It's like Celebrity Deathmatch. That's not the whale.
There it is.
Interesting. This movie didn't age well at all.
Oh my god.
So, anyways, a lot of people are excited about it. Some people aren't. It's a weird thing. Like, there are people out there like you, Restalgia, who think this is a terrible theme. I don't get that.
I don't actually think it's a terrible theme. It's just I just don't have any.
Yeah.
But I don't
love
understand
for
that.
anything towards it.
What does it matter if you even know what Jaws is, if it's a good pinball and if it plays well? And if it,
Well, see, that's the thing, Carl. Like, that's the thing about pinball. I wouldn't know, but for the people that do know pinball, apparently it's a combination of both. It's a theme plus the game that makes it very special for people.
Well, the way I look at it is when you walk into an arcade and there's a bunch of pinball machines in front of you. Let's just say right here, you're right here. You got 5 pinball machines in front of you, and
Yep.
you're this guy.
Yep.
The theme is what's going to make you want to play the game. Do you know how
100%.
Do you know how many pinball games I have walked past that are probably amazing pinball
Really
games to
good.
play?
Yeah.
But because I look at it and I'm like, what the hell is that? Or I don't know what that theme is, or I never saw that
World
shit.
Cup Soccer is one.
You know?
You look at World Cup Soccer
Yeah.
and you're like, what a piece of shit. But it's an amazing game.
Yeah, like World Cup Soccer, I've walked past it, and then once I started playing it, once I actually sat there and gave it a chance, World Cup Soccer is like one of my favorite real pinball games of all time.
NBA Fast Break is another one. It looks like, just a shit theme, but it's actually a fantastic pinball machine.
I think Jaws is enough still of an icon in culture where I think people are going to walk past it and they're going to see this and they're going to play it. They're going to be like, "Holy crap, that's that shark movie I saw when I was a kid."
Honestly, I think this was a big miss. This is a missed opportunity because they decided to go with something like Jaws, which is like an outdated
instead of Free Willy.
No, what they could have done is Sharknado, which would have been way better. If they had done like a Sharknado machine, I'm pretty sure that appeals to all ages.
Yeah, we heard At Games is doing the Sharknado machine.
Oh, the Sharknado. Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting if they did.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. And then some people, get they stress themselves out too much. They're like, well, why are people even talking about this stuff? The whole goal is not to sell you on a pinball machine. I don't think YouTubers are making videos trying to get you to spend $10,000 to $15,000 on a pinball machine. I think they're just trying to raise awareness, let you know these games are out there, and the only thing I would hope for, and keep in mind I didn't make any Jaws videos, would be my video would help someone go, oh cool, they're making that game, and actually go visit your local arcade, your local barcade, give them $1 or $2, play the game, and support that kind of stuff. That would, I think that's the motive of a lot of people. But people are like, oh my God, these YouTubers are trying to sell $10,000 pinball machines. I don't think that's the case. I think worst case scenario,
literally exactly what I'm trying to do.
Worst case scenario, I think a lot of people are just trying to raise awareness and help grow the pinball community, keep this stuff alive, and tell people, hey man, go play Jaws, go check it out at your local arcade, go spend $3 on it, support your local arcade, keep your arcades open. Because dude, if people aren't going to the arcade, guess what happens, Mike? Arcade goes out of business.
They close.
And you have one less place to go play something like this that you don't want to buy and put in your own house, right?
So And YouTube's an interesting thing. You know, YouTube is about you. You can do whatever you want. You make videos on whatever you want. Hell, I made a video on the PlayStation Portal today.
Yeah.
And I think it's really sad that people are out there trying to gatekeep what information certain people cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you talking about me? Screw you, Mike.
No, you don't ever gatekeep anything, Restalgia. You're like, actually, guys, behind the scenes, Restalgia is like the nicest guy in the world.
Ooh.
Like when I first met him, he was like, "Hey, I'm, getting a review sample from this company. Do you want me to reach out and try to help you? Like, taught me the ways to be a big corporate shill. So thank you very much, Restalgia."
Yep. Oh, by the way, did we have I thought we had a super chat.
We might have, and I might have missed it. Let me go back and look for it while you guys keep talking.
Nope, I found it here. Cologne Crazy. Oh my god, that's so hard. $5. Happy New Year, Super Game Room, dude. Zohar says hi, and so does KFB. Maybe one day they can both chat and say it themselves. Zo, you asked us last year, you demanded that we block all your accounts and we not let you back in. And now you're sneaking in with another account. Now that's another account I got to block. So I'm trying to do what you told me to do, Zohar.
So let me ask a question about this, like an actual question.
I appreciate the super
Just
chat.
really one question.
Yeah.
Who's the Stern guy that looks like Negan's little brother? That is Keith Elwin, who some people mistakenly think made Foo Fighters.
Did you just say, hold on one quecking?
No, Carl, you just interrupted like always.
Oh, that was funny. That was hilarious, Michael B. What's a quecking?
Yeah. So either way, I mean, it's a pinball game. I'm sure it's going to be fun. I mean, I wasn't planning on making any real content about it because this game doesn't really. I mean, I love Jaws. I love the theme. I think it's great they're coming out with this game.
Why wouldn't you make a video about it? Your channel is literally about news that's game related.
Because I'm busy.
Man.
And don't you own like 5 pinball machines?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I've owned real pinball for years.
Your channel's not like mine, where I'll make videos about anything, like making a waterfall or something.
Yeah,
yours is literally news.
Detroit Love. The gatekeepers tell me that because I've owned real pinball machines for 5 years, I've done work on real pinball machines. I'm not qualified to talk about Jaws, so I can't talk about it. Detroit Love, I can't. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm not qualified to have an opinion on something like this, which is really sad because I'd like to share my opinion about it.
Okay, I don't know anything about these. This is actually my first time seeing this. So, is this an original design, or was there originally a Jaws pinball machine and they've like incorporated some of that into this, or like?
Well,
what are we talking about?
This is where it's going to get interesting. This is a completely original design from Keith Elwin, but for fans of Zen Pinball, there are some very similar things in it. Like one thing, for example, is the chum line drop target that moves back and forth is very similar to the Zen Pinball skill shot, where the fins are going back and forth. And also, if you take a look at the table, like the top half is very similar as well. You got that spinner toy over on the left side, which is my right. You've got your bash in the middle where, Quint was on the bridge in the game. And then the Orca is on Orca's on the left side, your right. And there's a ramp that goes up, but no upper play field. So I'm looking at it, and I know it's probably just happenstance, but there is some funny similarities to the Zen Pinball Jaws table.
Yeah, I would have liked to see what they did. I would have. Maybe it's because the VPX table did it. The VPX version of Jaws, the Terry Red version? That one actually has Jaws coming out of the back of the playfield, his head, and there's a ramp that leads up into his mouth, and the ball goes in there, and it's really cool, right? Because like Jaws eats the ball, right? And a lot of people are upset that the shark doesn't eat the ball in this game. That it's just a bash toy on the premium and limited edition models.
They can fix that with a firmware update.
That's all code.
They just got to fix the code. Don't worry, guys. Restalgia says they'll put out a firmware update. That was great. But yeah, either way, it looks cool, man. It looks really, really cool.
I'm a fan for any new pinball. I didn't play pinball because it was too expensive and too risky. But since I've been playing digital VPX pinball, I can't wait to find a new pinball to play when I'm out in the real world. So
Yeah.
good to see.
Jason here with a great quote from the movie. Quint in the movie, he was on the USS Indianapolis as part of the story. And he talks about how when that boat sank, all the sharks, everyone should know the story of the USS Indianapolis because that's a true story that did happen, where all those United States sailors go into the water and the sharks just fed on them. Thousands of sharks ate all these men, and they incorporated that into the Jaws movie storyline, into this guy's background. So you kind of realize why Quint is so freaking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because of what he's emotionally been through and why he is the way he is. So that was really cool.
And before we move on, I do want to mention the pinballmap.com. It's a website and an app. If you're interested in finding your local pinballs available to you and near you, you can use pinballmap.com or the app on your local phone store. And you'll be surprised. I found a huge arcade place not too far from me that I never knew it existed. I drove by it many times, but it's very unassuming from the outside. So definitely check out that website.
So, funny story. We were looking at Pinball Map last night when I was on B Stream Dubs. And guess what? How many Dungeons and Dragons do you think are in St. John's, Newfoundland?
How many?
Pinball machines.
2.
One.
Apparently 2.
2.
Mine is leaving on Monday and heading off to Edmonton. But there's already a second one here. So if I miss it, I can just go to this new place called Kanto Gaming. They're setting up like a pinball area. So they've got 4 machines. And they've got your Gottlieb Super Mario Brothers too.
Nice. That's cool.
So
man.
I can go check out 2 of those. They got a really shitty 2012 Stern Avengers, and I can't remember what the 4th game is actually really good. It's Bally Williams' Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's a really good game.
Yeah, I like that one.
And that's the nice thing about the app because it'll tell you what machines are at the location and how many machines they have at the location. So pretty cool.
Now, taking a look here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the Pinball FX3 version of Jaws that Zen Studios did. That's been around for a while. In my opinion, it's not that great. Like whenever I play Pinball FX3, that Jaws game is probably one of the least played games for me. I'll play their Back to the Future game and I'll play their ET game, but I really don't play the Zen Studios version of Jaws. But the VPX version of Terry Red's Jaws, you'll notice in this back corner here, you actually have the shark and you have the ramp that comes out and he eats the ball. It would have been cool to see Stern do something like this, in my opinion, because I think everyone wants to see the shark eat something, right? Like, but they didn't do it. So, but if you like VPX stuff, go get this table on your PC and play it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Mike, did you get this one up and running on yours? On your Legends?
No,
you should.
I am so unintelligent when it comes to VPX. Like basically anything that I didn't get off the forum and it just didn't straight work, I haven't been able to get to work, and I haven't really had enough time to really play around with it. I don't know how people have time to go find these things, do the pup packs, all that stuff. I'm like, whoa, you guys are miles ahead of me.
Yeah. Because I think I'm pretty sure in this one he's got the container in his mouth, the gas canister in his mouth, just like the movie.
Oh, that's a cool feature.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like you want to shoot the ball into his mouth, in my opinion. Like you really want to do that.
Yeah.
You at least want to get the ball into his mouth and get the container and blow into pieces, right?
So $5 super chat. What IP would you like to see turned into a pinball machine? Thank you very much, Jasmine LeBeer. Carl, we'll go with you first.
What that doesn't exist today that I would like to see?
Yeah. Or something that has been out, but you would like to see it done properly.
I would love to see the Spider-Man made available again because that is a table I would definitely consider purchasing because I really enjoy that game. But they made so few of them; they're hard to come by.
I don't know if they made so few because it was also vaulted because they had their original run and they did a vault run. So there should be some out there, but I mean, you're definitely looking at the used market. The good news is they're talking about doing another run on some of the DMD games, so maybe Spider-Man will be one. We'll see what happens. What about you, Restalgia? Dark Knight?
No, I've actually got a couple in mind. The first one, The Boys. I think that'd be interesting.
Boys would be a good theme.
But it's got to be like an R-rated. Like they got to make it gory and like they got to do it justice. So that would be interesting to see.
And Carl Urban is actually a huge pinball fan too.
No kidding.
Huge pinball enthusiast. Yeah, back when they did the Star Trek table, Stern Star Trek table, he did all the videos and stuff like that. He was talking about his love of pinball.
That would actually be really sweet to see. And the other one, this is total millennial Steve here, but Pokemon.
That's happening.
Shut up! It's not happening.
Yes,
Who's
it is.
doing
That's Stern Pinball is doing a Pokemon table. That's going to be the big cornerstone to close out 2024.
If Stern is listening and they don't reach out to me to promote that machine, my heart will be broken.
They got Ralph, B, and Justin now. They'll be fine.
None of them even know what Pokemon is. Jeez.
We got to make sure nobody covers Pokemon except for Restalgia. Nobody out there knows half as much as Restalgia.
And the thing is, nobody should even be allowed to cover Pokemon unless they come through me first. I decide who covers Pokemon.
You're going to be the Pokemon gatekeeper?
It's not a gatekeeper. I own Pokemon. It is mine.
Console Kits, did you enter the Stern Illuminati influencer group? Are you now a pinball Illuminati?
I actually don't know that. I just know that him and B are going to be at CES together, and they're doing a thing with Stern there.
All right.
Mike, hold on, wait. I got to ask about
Pokemon.
No, before we get off Pokemon,
I despise Pokemon.
Do we have any other information, or is it just there is a Pokemon table coming? Is it going to be some like stupid Detective Pikachu bullshit, or is this like legit Pokemon?
No, there might be a chance that it might be Detective Pikachu, but right now, being interested in pinball, I watch the channels that are, official covering this stuff. I watch people like Carrie Hardy, Going to Nap Arcade, Canada's Pinball Podcast, but the one where I really saw this rumor was on Straight Down the Middle. They did their rumors and speculation video to end 2023, and if they're saying it, I got a good feeling about it.
But there's no actual evidence of it.
Yeah, there was no evidence of Jaws either, but here we are.
That's fair.
Okay, well, for me, because of how good the Barrels of Fun did with Labyrinth, I would love for them to capitalize on that Jim Henson's license and do a Dark Crystal table. And I would love for them to do Never Ending Story and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see a few more fantasy, some of my favorite fantasy themed movies growing up. I would love to see those turned into more modern pinball machines. So, so I'm all for that. I'm planning on doing hopefully a live stream this weekend, showing off the Labyrinth Pinball. What's nice about the Labyrinth Pinball, Mike, is all the monitors are HDMI. So when it comes to screen,
are you really qualified to show off your own table?
I don't know.
I don't know if you should. I don't think it'd be a bad idea.
Yeah,
but can I come over and show it off?
Absolutely. Screen capture.
None of us even have pinball machines.
Yeah.
We don't buy the product. We don't know anything.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, really quickly. So mine, I would say Back to the Future, even though there was a Diddy's Back to the Future. It's not the greatest game, but it looks like that one's coming out. That one's coming out from like a weird company. What is it? The same Dutch pinball, the same ones that did Big Lebowski, and it's going to be super expensive. So I don't think I've got any interest in paying like $20,000 for a pinball machine. So that's a bummer because I love Back to the Future. The big one for me right now is Friday the 13th. And the guys from Straight Down the Middle talked a lot about Friday the 13th from Spooky Pinball. The problem with that is, though, Friday the 13th itself is locked up in like licensing hell. There's a big court case going on right now between Sean Miner, who is, as the person who produced it, but also the original screenwriter about the rights. So as much as they say Friday the 13th is a possibility, it's very unlikely that it actually happens. So
You always want more horror themed stuff.
I love horror themes.
I love
That's my jam.
I love horror too. But can we get a little? Can we get some more puppets? That's all I gotta say, man.
Can we get some more puppets?
Can we get some more puppets? Mike wants blood and guts. I want puppets. Carl wants superheroes, and Restalgia wants something for babies.
What the hell's wrong with you, bro?
Just
Pokemon's the bee's knees. It's got like a massively large fan base from
over under 10.
From little tots to big tots. All of the tots love the Pokemon.
Ooh, Darren Kane, I love you,
You
man.
Restalgia, if you come on our next outing, I'm gonna bring you one of those plastic Pokeballs, and
you're gonna catch me.
I'm gonna throw all this crap at you all the time. Be like, I got you, Restalgia.
That's fine with
me.
me.
Great.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right. So that's what's going on in the world of pinball. Mike, what else is going on that you wanted to talk about tonight?
There was one other pinball thing that I wanted to talk about because this week, Spooky Pinball, again, going back to straight down the middle, they might have another product coming out this year. They unveiled it. I think what it is, I thought it might be another table, but it's actually the Scooby-Doo topper. And this may be one of the coolest toppers I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life.
It's not as cool as the Labyrinth topper.
Does the Labyrinth topper have an interactive screen behind a bookcase?
No, but the Labyrinth topper is interactive with the game, and the goblins yell at you whenever you do stuff. So there's that, Mike. There's that.
My mom could beat up your mom.
My pinball machine can beat up your pinball machine, Mike.
Yeah, so anyways, the Scooby-Doo topper, I don't know if you got it there to bring it up, but like I saw this, and it's weird. A lot of people don't like Scooby-Doo, the game. A lot of people like it. Spooky seems to be one of those ones that, you get very different opinions on. People either love them or hate them. There is problems with the machines breaking down. I know Halloween had a lot of problems. But I thought this game looked really cool. I got to play it a little bit in the first pinball place we went to, day one in Cleveland, when we went to that bowling alley. They had it there. So I thought it was a pretty fun game, but I didn't really play it enough to give a full opinion. But this topper is just badass. It's a sculpted bookcase, and there's actually a screen behind it that is an interactive screen, basically plays what's going on in the DMD up on the top. I know people are going to say that's stupid. It's hard to look at the top while it's going on, but it's fun for people like a viewing monitor.
This looks terrible.
What?
How much are they charging for this? $1,000?
I don't know. I can't remember the price yet. Probably, man, I don't know. Toppers are really expensive.
Well, the Stern Illuminati are not allowed to promote these machines from other companies, Mike. So, according to the last meeting notes, we have to crap on this.
Well, I really like it. I like Spooky because they make horror movie stuff. So I'm all in.
I'm just kidding. I actually, my buddy Jake has this Scooby-Doo pinball machine here in town.
What does he think of it?
And well, I've been to his house and I've played it with him, and it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I've heard people complain about it, but like I played it. I only played like 3 or 4 times, like 3 or 4 runs, and I thought it was okay. Like I didn't think it sucked or anything like that. But yeah, there you go. I wonder if he'll get this topper now. He probably will. He's got a lot of pinball machines.
Restalgia, do you know who Scooby-Doo is? Because that's
I've literally never heard of it. Is it this? Yeah. Is it the one with the killer whale that is stuck in captivity and like some kid wants to free it and he has to jump over a rock or something?
If it wasn't for that meddling shark.
You know what's funny? Right. You know what's funny about some of these pinball toppers? As crazy as this sounds, these pinball toppers make for great game room decor decorations. There are literally some people, not a huge percentage, but there are some people who literally buy these pinball toppers and they use them in their game rooms, like put them on a shelf or something. You know what I mean? Like, some people do that. It's crazy. But they do. I
think they're neat. Are they necessary? No.
Yeah.
But they're really neat.
Yeah, they're really neat. They're really neat. Daphne is super hot. All Okay. Mike, was she pulling the plug on us?
No, that was my daughter. My daughter came up and she wanted me to put a show on in the room for her. So,
Oh, go take care of it.
yeah, I'll be back, guys. If you're still going,
Yep.
I'm just gonna
All right.
turn off for a minute and see.
Yeah, I almost got late. Started late because the ladies upstairs wanted me to start a show for them. Like, we want to see Gone with the Wind, and they couldn't get the Fire Stick to fire up. I'm like, everything up there is a smart TV. We can find another options. Always options, right?
Labyrinth topper is a requirement. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get the topper for the Labyrinth. It's $1,000. I
Wow.
got to let the wallet recover from Christmas, and I'll probably pick it up in a couple.
Which
of months.
is
I'll pick it
very inexpensive compared to the actual table.
That's true. The last thing you
Yeah.
want is for those limited production toppers to be sold out, and then you're going to spend
they'll be
$5,000 on.
No, they'll be fine. They're still available. I've been keeping an eye on it.
Do they have like a number that tells you like, oh, there's only 300 left?
No, not that
Uh-oh.
I know of.
One day you're just gonna wake
they're
up.
still
It's
there.
gonna be 0 sold out. And you're gonna.
Would
go,
you
"Damn it."
stop it? Stop it, Steven. You're being a bully right now.
I'm not being a bully. I'm being a good friend. I'm making a suggestion.
And then
That you don't
want
wanna
to be like,
disappoint yourself.
oh, why am I eating ramen noodles this week? Oh, freaking nostalgia.
Well,
The peer pressure.
Let's look at it this way. Will that? It's like you pay for a Unico or a topper.
That's
you know.
fair.
You know.
Mhm.
What topper do I have for T2? I don't have a T2 pinball machine. I have the arcade machine out there in the loft. Oh, if you're talking about the topper for the arcade one up, I got the Joe Sabo topper. So his Sabo T2 topper is pretty badass.
Can you get Sabo to make you a pinball topper?
Oh, I'm sure you could. Like, here's the other thing too: is there's people that make cheaper toppers. Like, I put a video out on my channel for a Venom topper. An official Venom topper still hasn't come out yet, and when it does, it'll probably be like $1,000 topper, right? But for now, like, if you want to go cheap, there's a guy on Slipstream Pinball who made my topper. My topper, it was like $120. You know what I mean? Looks great. You know, just a Venom logo sits on top of the machine. So you can find aftermarket stuff to put on there. Yeah, I know. See, he's trying to make me do it. He's trying to make me buy it right now. But we're gonna be strong, baby. We're gonna be strong.
I'm just saying that could be famous last words, P-dubs.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's okay.
I'm still like,
I'm gonna buy a topper and I'm gonna hold on to it just so that way when they sell out and you miss out, I can scalp it to you.
Okay, that would be great, Restalgia, and I'll give you half what you paid for it.
I'll just keep it then.
Mike wanted to talk about pre-order madness, but I don't know exactly what he wanted to talk about there.
It's great timing because he's back in.
Is he back?
4.
All right. Michael B's back. And Mike, we hit the final segment of the night.
I don't know if you can hear
Pre-order
us.
madness. Isn't that right, Mike?
Pre-order madness.
Yeah. Tell me all about it, baby. It's your show.
So I was just really struggling for topics earlier, and I thought it'd be fun to talk about because you talked about it a little bit, Dubs. It came up, but reminded me. You said, "Man, after Christmas is going to be so expensive because I got an ALP 4K ordered. I've also got the Polycade. What is it, Senta?" So,
Oh, wait. Yeah, we should talk about that. The iconic arcade. What'd you think of that iconic arcade?
oh, what a piece of shit. And like the guys in the store were so mad too, and I was trying to explain it to them. I was like, "Yeah, everything's on Raspberry Pi," and they were like, "Yeah, they gave us this setup stick that had games on it." And I was like, "I don't think it's legal for them to provide you with a stick with games on it."
Well, if they're licensed, maybe, but like, was it like hundreds?
Yeah, that's
and
what
hundreds of
the
games?
guy. That's what the guy at the store said. Like he said, "Oh, maybe they made their own games," and I was like, "Nope,
Nope,
powered by Raspberry Pi, right on the side."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the guys in the store were furious. They couldn't get it set up. They couldn't get it working. So I tried to get the guy at GameStop, the employee, to get a picture with it. He was like, "I'll take your picture." And so they're gonna they mentioned, they said, "Yeah, you can come back and do a review if you want." They just had to check with the manager. So I might actually get to do some coverage on the iconic arcade.
Good for
You
you.
If they let me come into
You
the store.
should.
I'm not buying it.
No, I'm not saying buy it. You should go make a video about it in the store.
Yeah.
I think people would find it helpful. And that's why we do what we do. It'd be helpful. So you should go do that. And also considering you run the iconic Facebook group, it's destiny. It's destiny.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about it, I did notice, it actually has better buttons than an Arcade 1-Up.
Yeah, but
Everything else
everything
is
has
terrible.
freaking better buttons than an Arcade 1-Up.
Not everything does. I mean, the buttons for the MVSX were pretty much on par with Arcade 1-Up.
That's fair, but they certainly weren't any worse.
The Illuminati for the iconic brand is the iconic
just one person.
Illuminati. An Illuminati of one. There you guys go. Yeah, you know what's funny is like when we saw that thing was up for pre-order on GameStop and it was on display at the convention in Germany. It was fun to talk about for a week or two, but none of us actually thought this product was going to come to market. And here it is. And Mike goes into GameStop one day and it's freaking there. It was awesome.
In store. Like the future home arcade.
You got to have these pictures ready, Mike, for the show. I'm trying to find the picture of you with the iconic arcade. Don't worry, I'll find it. Oh. But speaking of that.
And before anybody makes fun of my hat, my wife made me a hat for Christmas. I don't like wearing stocking caps like all bundled up, so I had it back, and everybody was giving me shit about the beanie. So stop making fun of my wife's hat. She made it for me with her own hand. She made hats for everybody this year.
Nice.
Did you wear that?
And she
was that the same hat you wore in your Jaws review?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. When that came on and you had that hat on, I was like, why is he dressed like a pirate? This is Jaws. This is not a pirate movie. Just because it takes place on the ocean. I'm sorry. Why is he wearing a pirate
hat? I'm not P-dubs. I don't wear costumes for my videos.
Well, I literally thought it was a pirate hat at first. I was like, what are you doing, Mike?
I was just wearing the hat. I like wearing toques.
I thought you were dressed like Bosun.
I didn't want to do my hair. I just wanted to wear the toque.
All right.
Your hair looks fantastic, by the way, today.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
That's so sweet. Take a look at this thing. Oh my God, this thing, it literally looks like a cardboard stand.
Oh, it's bad. It's worse than what I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Here it comes. Let's get the chat off the screen. Let's get this up here. Okay, guys, let us know your thoughts. Is it truly iconic?
Oh, I mean, no. The USB hangs out the front?
Yeah.
How stupid is that?
All right.
I know.
Hey, don't say mean things about the hat. His wife worked hard on that hat.
She made hats for everybody this year. Her poor hands. She crocheted hats for like everybody in my family, everybody in her family. She made like 36 hats.
I mean,
in a month.
You would have to get a one of those low-profile mini USBs to stick in here, because otherwise you're going to break this.
Right.
With it sticking out.
Some people might like that. They go up to the arcade, they're playing, they're like, "Ooh, is that a flashlight in your pocket?"
Oh man!
And the screen placement's weird.
Wait, does the marquee light up? Does the marquee light up?
No, that's wood.
No,
that's wood.
That's laminated.
It's the wood. It's the wood that makes it good.
Well, look at that.
Nothing about that says "buy me."
Yeah.
No. $600 Canadian.
Wow.
24-inch screen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw this picture. I saw this picture pop up on my Facebook. And,
it's probably already been stolen.
I'm like, that thing is horrible.
And if it's freaking a Raspberry Pi, somebody's going to steal the USB and it's going to corrupt it's going to get corrupted on the way out.
So it actually says on the side, powered by Raspberry Pi, and there's a Raspberry Pi logo.
Wait. Did you notice that? 1/4 inch walls? Like, dude, this isn't even 3/4 inch, Mike. Look at this.
I don't think Arcade 1-Up is 3/4 inch either. I'm pretty sure Arcade 1-Up is like 1/2 inch at the most.
Maybe I'd have to measure it. I thought Arcade 1-Up is 1/2 inch, but I don't know what that is. That's got to be the thinnest wood ever.
It's 1/8 an inch. Oh my goodness. But anyway, Mike, go get some video of it, because a picture can only show so much. I definitely want to see a video of this.
Make sure you do a review though, only when they can't get the games working.
That's the best time.
I don't know if it's it's got to be a half.
So anyways,
it's got to be a
so
half
anyways,
inch.
I went to the Nebraska Furniture Mart. There's no reason to do a review. That's pointless. Anyways, I went to the Nebraska Furniture Mart. And this is my written review. Anyways, I went to the Nebraska Furniture Mart, and here's my full video review.
What is Mike's shoes made of dolphin skin?
Oh no, they're just that's
like
actually
shark
baby
skin.
seal skin.
Yeah,
baby seal skin.
Hold on,
So,
hold on. Let's just check. Hold on. I gotta be sure.
Go closer.
That's
Mike,
shark skin, baby.
that
100%
yeah,
authentic shark skin.
Mike, is that what they do in Newfoundland? They literally skin fish and turn them into shoes. Is that what happens?
Fun story. My father-in-law did invest at one point in fish skin wallets.
Peter?
So, just going back and listen, because I know everything and I'm this insider that works for Arcade 1-Up, I'm going to tell you the straight dope about this. This product, Iconic Arcade, is actually an Arcade 1-Up product that they're releasing just to make it look so bad that then people think Arcade 1-Ups look amazing.
That can't
That's
be
a lost.
true.
Yeah.
That can't be true.
No, it's totally not true. Of course, it's just a company. I mean, this is no different than anybody setting up one of these pre-builds. It's like the Nova Blast,
like
except the
well
Nova Blast looked really cool, and this looks like a piece of shit.
Well, they got distribution through GameStop. Like that's not.
Yeah, that's
mind
not easy.
blowing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably paid GameStop. They're like, hey, if you sell our products, we'll actually pay you for every unit that you take on. And we won't charge you for the hardware either. I don't know. It doesn't particularly look good, but I may have to pop by my local GameStops to see if they have them in store too.
Mike, are
I'm
those
curious.
Nova Blasts you were wearing?
No, they're not Nova Blasts.
Yeah. So there you go. So Mike, what else about pre-orders did you want to talk about?
Well, I just thought it'd be fun to chat with the chat to see how many people have dropped pre-orders on all these products that are out there right now. And you've got the ALU HD or ALU 4K coming out in the near future. Do you have money left to jump in on that if you're interested?
Why? When is that pre-order going live?
I don't know, but I heard soon.
Yeah, well, they need to frickin' wait on that stuff. People haven't even bought their pinball machines yet. They need to calm their shit with that and wait until at least February. You tell them that, Mike, in your super secret influencer group with Games. That P-Dubs,
You mean the one that you were in?
yeah. Tell them P-Dubs says calm your shit. Wait till February. You don't need to pre-order an arcade machine right now. How about you deliver some pinball machines and then we'll talk.
Hey, the pinball machine should be here by the end of the month.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how that works out.
They're on a boat now. And knowing Games luck, that boat is going to capsize in a horrible storm.
They're not Arcade 1-Up.
I'm not saying they're Arcade 1, but Games
listen,
luck. Can you imagine
they're gonna make a movie called Titanic 2. The story of all the Arcade 1-Up sit-down outruns going in the ocean and eventually ending up in a Bobby Voo garage.
There you go. Mike, he wants you to do your review first. Never pre-order anything. 4K pinballs are coming. Yep, that's true. Man, I've been kind of grumpy tonight.
So,
I'm sorry, guys. I'll be in a better mood next week.
It's okay. Like,
we actually prefer when you're in a grumpy mood.
No. But here's the deal, right? Like, you got people out there constantly saying shit about us, telling lies, starting controversy. You want to antagonize me? Antagonize me, motherfucker. Get in the ring, motherfucker. So anyways, I went into some Guns N' Roses there. But
yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and it sucks. And the worst part about it is, like, I don't watch any of that stuff, but then people send me stuff, like comments that people are watching our shows, are in their shows making. And it, like, honestly, man, it sucks. It feels like you're being stabbed in the back. I don't give a shit what some lunatic out there trying to, tell lies to get views is doing. But when people that, you're spending time with that are watching your show are in that show saying shit about you, that sucks, man.
I agree. And the live chat has a consensus, Mike. Never pre-order anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, I pre-ordered the 4K pinball, so who am I to talk, right?
And the Polycade Santa.
Well, that was a Kickstarter. That was the only way to order it at that price.
Yeah.
I disagree with the never pre-order anything.
Tell us why.
Only pre-order things. Only pre-order things if you can get it for substantially cheaper during the pre-order.
Exactly.
If it is the same price on pre-order as it will be on release, don't ever pre-order.
Yes.
If you
No,
can
no
get
point.
a discount,
Yes.
pre-order.
Yes.
That's the only reason to pre-order ever.
Yes. So
Well,
for
That's
instance,
my hot take.
for instance, the Polycade, I paid $1,250. If after the Kickstarter's over, that thing is going to be $2,500, $3,000. It was the only way to get it at that price, because even getting a used one ain't going to be that cheap. So I was like, forget it, I'll pre-order. But like for instance, the Unico Nova Blast, whether I gave them the money today or waited until April when they actually had product to ship, it's going to be the same price. It's going to be the same price.
Well, the other thing too is there's unknown quantities. Like we don't know a lot about the Nova Blast at this point, what it can do,
Yeah.
how it's going to work. So what I'm waiting on is Cool Toy's probably going to get one. I want to see what he says. I want to see what other people say. And right now we can't even order it in Canada. I don't think at all right now, so it doesn't matter. With that games, I'm not going to be one of the early reviews on that because the Canadian pre-orders got pushed back until March. So, I mean, there's going to be lots of people out there with, At Games 4K videos. I mean, Jesus, Wagner's already got them out there, but we should see the final version of the At Games 4K videos coming up the end of the month. And I mean, I'm going to be March, April before I can probably do one. And with the Polycade Santa, I don't think that's a product for me. I don't need $1,000 partycade that plays Steam games.
Yeah. Only pre-order the Kin Hank products. Isn't that right, Restalgia?
100%. Either that or Pokemon.
Listen, I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, I don't know everything about this. They've sent me stuff. I really like this hard drive. I know it's probably
you're
the
a
same.
simp.
I'm a simp, probably.
Yeah. You're a
I
simp.
really like it though. Games
like it?
list kind of sucks. I will admit that. Like especially PS2 and Xbox, they really screwed those up.
Bro, they had, even from what I saw, I didn't watch your whole video because I could barely make it through because of the product. But from what I saw of the games list, they had a massive they're just ROM dumping. They're literally ROM dumping because they don't need to worry about hardware that works. It's just all the games are there and your PC is going to run it and the emulators can handle it. And there's like compatibility lists, super easy to find. They could have just dumped a ton of top tier games for like all of the higher end consoles, and they decided to take a shit and fail. And I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
They don't do a good job with their libraries. I've made it very clear in the video. I was very disappointed. But one thing I will tell you, first for me, they actually sent me a Christmas present. So I'm going to put a picture up of it tomorrow. They sent me a really nice tea set that I gave to my wife.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of disk drives for sale, this I don't know if you guys ever heard of Chris Coolmod. He's actually out of Canada. He's in Montreal, and he does a fantastic drive. He does computers that he built called the Beast, and he literally has like a 96 terabyte drive. There are multiple drives that you can do, and you can buy them separately, one at a time, to build up to that 96 terabyte. But he has literally every game ever made available, and most of them are playable with a Xbox controller. But you can hook up. He has a light gun build. He sent me a drive, so I'm going to be reviewing that.
Wait a minute. Is he the Canadian Bobby Vu?
Yes.
Is that who this guy is?
Yes. Yes.
Or does Bobby Vu have now a Canadian division of guys putting out Bobby Sarah?
Yep.
So,
Chris, check his website out. It's chriscoolmod.com with a K, Chris.
Yeah.
But he's got a really nice build, and what I like about it is he gives you monthly updates. So you buy it once, and you get monthly updates forever. So if new things come out,
Is that the hard drive that he sent to RGT85? Because that was the first time I saw one of these really cool gaming hard drives.
I believe
RGT85's video.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the Beast. Yep.
That's like $500 or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, Canadian. So I don't know what that comes to American, but
I think it's like $36 American.
Yeah, and it depends on whether you get SSD, internal, external.
A cup of coffee.
You can do a bunch of different things, but because that's the tough thing about those light guns and even the ROM mods. It's like if you don't know what to do, you don't know what to do. And so if you have somebody that can help you get set up, that's
like that's why I made those videos on the Retro Lizard light gun builds. I mean, for people who don't want to go through the process of setting up a light gun build, all you gotta do is buy your Sinden gun, plug your Sinden into your PC, update your Sinden to the latest firmware, and then plug that into whatever the PC Joel sends you, and you can play a bunch of light gun games. Boom, boom, done.
Yeah.
You know, like
I might look into that because I really am struggling to get my Sindon to work with this hard drive and Hyperspin. I know it can be done. It's just I'm not very technical smart. I was not born a smart man.
Yeah, and that's the beauty because
they're going to clip that, Michael B. They're going to clip
Well,
that.
they can. I don't care, man. I sleep at night with a beautiful woman on top of a large pile of money.
Yes.
But yeah, Joe has a good build, and it definitely helps to buy those plug and play systems.
I felt like that hit me on a delay. Yeah, Joel does great. Retro Lizard does great work, guys, and he'll support it too. Like if you're having issues, like.
Yep.
Like I let him know. I was like, "Hey man, I did the video, but just so you know, here's some of the things that I reported on in my videos, some of the issues."
And they're very affordable. They're like $200. He sells a computer that you just plug in your gun to. He doesn't sell the guns, but for $200 or just around $200, he'll ship the unit to you. You plug in your guns, and he'll help you get them set up. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's always nice to just download stuff for free off the internet and set it up yourself. But keep in mind, there's people out there who don't have the time or
the intelligence
to do it. So that's why you'll see a lot of content creators cover it step by step, doing it the hard way. And then also, here's something you can just buy and plug in. So it's all to help you guys out there play more games.
Restalgia, that's why you're not succeeding on YouTube anymore. No more tutorials. That's what everybody tunes in for.
Nobody wants to watch my tutorials. Nobody wants to watch any of my videos.
If you do pirate tutorials, everybody will watch you.
So
maybe I'll have to do that.
By the way, guys, Restalgia, I noticed that someone already beat you to the punch and already did a PlayStation modding 2024 video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did somebody?
Yeah.
Who?
I can't say his name.
Was it Mike?
Someone, your arch enemy.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. He's grasping. He's grasping for views.
Oh, the drama. Oh, the YouTube drama. All right, let's put a pin in it, guys. I got stuff I want to do tonight.
Hold on, wait. We got one more topic.
What?
One more topic.
What?
It can be quick.
What?
It can be quick.
What?
Have you guys heard of the MIG switch? Have you heard of that? Just like there's been lots of news about it over the last week. I wasn't sure if you guys had seen it or not. Yes? No? Anyone? MIG switch? Does it sound familiar?
An NFM crack.
I don't know what he's talking about. No, it wasn't directed at you. I have no clue what you're talking about, man. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah. I don't know.
JT, I watched a toaster review from Restalgia the other day, and I found a lot of value in it. Yeah, but have you checked out his air fryer video? You need to watch his air fryer video.
They are there.
So the real gem is his cod liver oil video. No fishy taste. That is
zero. Absolutely no fishy taste. High EPAs, low DHAs. It's great for your brain. We got it.
All right.
The MIG switch. Have you guys seen this? So this is an interesting.
This is where you could just back up the Nintendo Switch, and everyone's like, Nintendo's going to come shut this down.
Yeah. So it's a flash card for the Nintendo Switch.
Right.
But the reason I want to talk about it is because I don't think people should buy this.
Why not?
I really don't think people should buy this because the way that the Nintendo Switch games work is that each game has a unique, call it a serial number. Like, you know how when you buy a new Switch game, you can put it in and you can redeem coins? Essentially, each one of those cartridges has a unique serial number. And I think what can be done here is Nintendo would know if two of the same game serial numbers are online at the same time, they would know that that's an issue, and then you'd probably end up banning your console. So, as cool as this thing looks, I actually don't think anyone should buy this.
Oh!
Anyone else have any thoughts?
No, James. No, that's not you. That's not you, James. Look what you started, Michael B.
I don't know I don't really know what he's talking about. I don't even remember what I said.
You were making fun of Nebraska.
Oh, no,
Furniture
no,
Mart.
no, 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 that's not you.
That dude, James, you're newer to the channel. That's been a long running gag.
That's a long-running joke.
That's a long running joke for 2 years. That's because our buddy Twisted Gaming,
Twisted Gaming,
Twisted Gaming, back when Arcade 1-Up Pinballs came out and everyone was in a rush to do reviews. I myself, let me go full screen. Let me show you how pathetic I was to do a review. I was so hyped to do a review on Attack from Mars. I actually bought them from Canada because Canada got it from the United States before US.
You bought it from Buy Stuff Store.
And I had it imported to me just so I could get a review video out. But then, of course, I did my review and said it was shit, unlike, the people that, who worked for John D, who told everyone it was amazing. But what's funny is our buddy Twisted Gaming, he was like, all these people rushing, you don't need to buy the machine. It's right here at Nebraska Furniture Mart. He did his review in the middle of the department store. So that's what that's all about, James. That's like the best way to do it.
Well, no. It was a little bit different than that because first he posted on Facebook. He said, just played the Arcade 1-Up Pinball at Nebraska Furniture Mart. I don't need to do a review on this. No one needs to do a review. Then he did a written review after saying that. And then he did a video review.
All right, but let's get back to this.
And Carl called him out on it. It was funny.
Let's get back to this Meg stick thing. Restalgia, why should people not buy it?
Okay, so you want me to go over it again? Here, I'll pull it back up.
All right.
Hold on. There we go.
Right, tell me why.
So, I see a lot of people talking in the comments. So the purpose of this is supposed to be a flash cart. You can dump a bunch of your games onto it. You back up your games, you put them on there, and then you can effectively play your backups. Now, obviously, the primary reason I think people would buy this is not so they could back up their cartridges. It's to play backup titles that you don't own for piracy. The issue with Nintendo Switch titles is that I believe each one of the carts has their own unique serial number. And unless you are exclusively using this in an offline mode or you're okay with your Switch being banned, there's the risk of you playing a game title at the same time as another user playing that same game title online. Nintendo sees both serial numbers active at the same time and they can immediately ban those devices. I mean, it's fine if you already have like a modded Switch, but if you already have a modded Switch, then you can just play whatever games you want on it anyways. So I'm not sure about this one just because it's a really high risk product. Like if somebody thinks they can buy this and then just dump it into their Switch, there's a very high likelihood, unless they are turning off all networking, that they'll end up bashing. It's actually one of the devices that I think you don't really want to touch and stay away from.
Okay, well, dude, that's awesome information to know because I didn't know about that. So that's great. Thanks for sharing, man. Guys, don't buy the MiG Switch. Don't do it.
I mean, my problem is I didn't know it existed until you told me, and now I'm compelled to buy it only because you made me aware of it.
I like multi-carts. I literally have a Game Boy Advance flash cart literally right here in front of me. And
those flash carts are a little bit different. When it's something that's not actively being sold, like I got into a big debate on emulation over the weekend on Twitter, and people were like, emulation's wrong, you should buy your games. And I was like, what does it matter with retro games? If I buy it off some resale store, or if I buy it off some guy in a parking lot or at a flea market, the original company doesn't get the money. Like, who cares? I'll just emulate it.
No.
But, what?
No. I was going to say, I think there's a fatal flaw in the initial argument in the first place, or the initial question in the first place.
Well, you tell me then.
No, your point is valid. What I'm saying is that when people say emulation equals piracy, that's a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
Piracy equals piracy. Emulation is simply the engine that can run the title. Like, a lot of things are emulated. Nintendo emulates their Nintendo 64 titles on the Nintendo Switch Online and their Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. They're all emulated. That doesn't mean that it's piracy. Emulation is totally legal. Emulators are totally legal. The act of accessing the ROM files, downloading the ROM files, backing up the ROM files in some states and some countries is what is considered piracy or illegal. So, but to your point, I clearly have no issue with people playing games the way that they want to play games in any which way they want.
Yeah, like I get a big problem when I was back doing the NES stuff. people would be like, "Oh, you can't play emulated games," and I'm like, "Man, Vic Tokai does not give a shit if I rip off a copy of Golgo 13 to play on my PC. Like, forget about it."
Restalgia. Piracy is bad, in quotes. He's teasing you. He's teasing you.
I know.
But no, it makes sense because if doing this runs the potential that you're going to get your Switch banned, your account banned, or whatever, your machine bricked, then don't do it, right? Like, be smart, you know.
If you got an extra Switch laying around, then whatever, do what you want. Like,
Yeah.
I've got 2 or 3 Switches. Maybe I would use this in one device and only dedicate that device, but then you effectively are removing yourself from the ability of playing online, which, to be honest, a lot of Switch games are like multiplayer games. You want to play them online.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there is.
Well, let's just say this for Restalgia. There's different ways to do what they would intend to do with this product that doesn't run that same risk.
You can just emulate it. I don't know, on your hardware.
So,
on your
really quickly, guys, we got a comment I want to respond to. Brooke Savage says, "I recently allocated funds to buy one Stern table for my home, but in the meantime, my family is urging me to get Elvira Scared Stiff instead. Trying to make the best decision." Well, Brooke, I would like to help you, but it's pretty clear that I do not deserve to talk about pinball on the internet. So,
okay, let's move on.
Unfortunately, I can't provide you with any. So for that, you got to keep in mind with older machines, they're awesome, but your likelihood of maintenance is much higher. So you could buy an older machine that works perfectly and then find out like 2-3 days later something went wrong. No fault of the person who sold it to you. It's just, this is a machine from the 90s. Things are going to wear out. Before you buy Scared Stiff, which is an amazing table, I do advise go check out House of Horrors if you can still find one at a distributor. House of Horrors implies a lot of things from Party Monsters and Scared Stiff into the new game. It's higher rated on Pinside. I really like it. That way you're getting a new Stern table, plus you're still getting all the Elvira goodness. But I'm not allowed to talk about pinball.
If it were me, I would buy the Dark Knight pinball machine.
That one's terrible.
No.
All right.
I do not accept that.
Well, guys, the year's just getting started. It's gonna hopefully get a lot more exciting. I'm still like in holiday mode, man. I'm like not ready.
Oh yeah.
Like I barely made a video earlier this week. Like I'm just not there yet. I'm not ready to, I'm more into the relaxing, having fun before we actually get into the grind of gaming in the new year. So gonna be a lot more fun coming up here. Thanks again for joining us on a Friday night. Carl, come on, man. Do us a favor. What are you doing? Stop it. Carl, send them on their way. We gotta go. Carl, who's doing that? Is that you?
What's going on,
I'm not
everybody?
doing anything, man.
No, that's
I'm
all
not
of you
doing
guys
anything.
doing it. You guys are funny. This is fine. I'm not angry up here. Everything's red. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Come.
Somebody put him on. He's still talking.
On the web. Peace.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Another year of this.